Arabs are the Native American of the Eastern world. So I strongly and staunchly believe out of every race of people, of every, not really, of all ethnicities and whatever the fucking words are, Native Americans historically have been one of, if not the most fucked in history in westernly from my understanding of history, because white people just showed up and took their land and said it was theirs, which is ridiculous. Like, Native Americans historically didn't do anything wrong. They were minding their own business and had internal affairs within tribes and everything. I love the Native American people, and I hate how European settlers just fucked them. It was ridiculous learning history and thinking about it. But with the recent smear campaign, not super yesterday recent, but recent in terms of over the last year before I got into politics, but it still happened. The smear campaigns against Hassan, especially from Ethan Klein, something that I've recently learned a little bit more about, but much more relevant, Zohran Kwame Mamdani, my goat that won in New York City, which I was going to make a video of, but I've just been lazy. This is the first one I made in probably a month. But I was just thinking about this. They're both, Hassan and Zohran are both Muslim. I don't think, because Zohran's weird. He was born in Uganda. He's an American in terms of citizenship and everything. He's a legalized immigrant. I forgot what the words are for that. He's an immigrant, but he's a civilized and legalized immigrant that has lived in the U.S. for basically his entire life. And then Hassan, I'm trying to get over to see if this helps. Nope. And Hassan is a Turkish man. Now I don't fully know if being Turkish is part being Arabic, but I imagine, especially my American mind, conflates the two. Especially conflating Muslims and Arabs. And I'm also assuming, because of my uneducated American mind, that Arabs, like the entirety of the Middle East, which is also a misrepresentation, that all Arabs are in the Middle East and everything. So if you're inherently, if you're Arab, if you're Muslim, if you're Turkish, whatever, if your history, if your blood background is that region, you are inherently anti-Semitic. And then you're just fucked, because Iraq got fucked by America. There's currently a genocide going on to Palestinians, which are the original settlers of Palestinian land that Israel has taken over. It's just ridiculous. Like, Arabs are just, from how I've thought about it and what I understand, Arabs are the Native Americans of the Middle East, because they are the original settlers there that lived there. And then European nations and American nations walked in and thought, hey, this is ours now, and just genocided them all, which is ridiculous. And they're given no voice, and they're given no support, and just continuously fucked. It irritates the hell out of me. And the thing is, I don't suffer, like, and I don't even need to speak about this sort of thing, because I'm a white guy. Like, the most off thing about me from my image is my haircut. And if you talk to me, the only reason I haven't gotten a haircut and have long hair is because I'm lazy. Everything else is normal. I look like a completely normal guy. I'm just autistic as hell, which is why I'm into politics. And I'm very irritated that people that look exactly like me just walked onto random people's lane and took it. Like, why? Well, why is it still happening? Why haven't we learned from history? Why are genocides still existing? Why are Arabs anti-Semitic? It's stupid. Arabs aren't inherently anti-Semitic. If they say anti-Semitic shit, if they believe anti-Semitic shit, yeah, they're anti-Semitic. But just because you're brown and a Muslim doesn't mean you are automatically anti-Semitic. Like, Hassan is against anti-Semitism, and he was voted the second biggest anti-Semite behind Candace Owens in the most recent and the most anti-Semitic person thing that goes on every year. Hassan is against anti-Semitism. Like, what are we talking about? Andrew Cuomo, the sex pest he is, tried to say Zoran is anti-Semitic when he's not. He literally said Israel has a right to exist, which I don't agree with because they've genocided people. But he said Israel has a right to exist democratically, which is valid. I don't agree with it, but it's valid because he's saying as long as they're a democracy, sure. But they're not a democracy because they just want to kill Palestinians, which is fucked up. It's fucked up how fucked Arabs have been through history. Native Americans and Arabs. Native Americans, Arabs, unless if I'm conflating Arabic people incorrectly, and African Americans. But the only reason African Americans and African people have, like, aren't, this is gonna sound bad, but, like, black people did enslave black people. That doesn't justify anything, but that's just a fact of history. Whereas Native Americans, and from my understanding, Arabic people just existed and were killed. It's ridiculous. It's just like, why do we treat Arabs and natives so harshly? It's undemocratic.